a lot about businesses struggling in this economy, but there's one business that's thriving here in Connecticut and around the country, the gun business.
And gun sales in this state are up dramatically. And tonight we look for the reasons why our state is in the middle of a gun buying boom. That is expectant mother Sarah Bayland of Bristol firing her very first shots with her very first gun. She says she'll carry it to feel safe.
I have to walk quite a distance for work. I used to have to walk 11 o'clock at night, halfway up the street. So being a female and being alone that late at night, yes.
Makes you feel safer.
Right.
She is part of an explosion of new gun owners here in Connecticut. The numbers are dramatic. In 2007, the state logged 64,000 gun sales. In just 4 years, that number has shot up 57%. Last year, more than 101,000 guns were sold here. This year, we are on track to smash that record.
In most instances, I could sell more guns if I could get them.
Scott Hoffman owns Hoffman's Guns in Newington. It is one of the top 10 gun sellers in America. His business has more than doubled in 4 years. Hoffman's now sells more than 25,000 guns a year. He says the biggest factor is fear.
People are afraid when the economy goes bad, which it is, and unemployment is high, which it is, and people are out of work. Desperate people do desperate things, and people want the ability to protect themselves.
While tragedies like the Colorado theater shooting reignite the debate over tougher gun laws, in gun stores they have the opposite effect. The day after police say James Holmes claimed he was the Joker and killed 12 at that Batman premiere, gun buyers, afraid they were about to lose rights, packed this gun store and others.
There's always going to be people not wanting us to have guns. I mean, look at the guy in New York. He wants to outlaw soda.
The guy from New York is Mayor Michael Bloomberg, one of the nation's leading backers of tougher gun laws. Meeting with him recently, Stephen Barton of Southbury.
In the next 4 years, 48,000 Americans won't be so lucky.
Barton was shot in the face with a shotgun in that Colorado theater. Now he's leading a national push for more gun control.
That I was shot with, they were bought legally, but I guess the point is that our laws are not as comprehensive as they should be.
AK-47s belong in the hands of soldiers, not in the hands of criminals.
But those political arguments are a big reason for the huge surge in gun sales in this state and around the country.
I think there's always that fear that if you don't get them now, you're not going to get them. So I think that spurs a lot of people.
So with all these guns flying off store shelves, the question is, are you really safer if you own a gun? There are no easy answers to that question. It was just a few weeks ago that a man in New Milford shot and killed a masked intruder who was breaking into a home. Turned out to be his 15-year-old son. But on this quiet street in Milford this summer, another man, using his legally owned gun to protect his family, shot and wounded a naked intruder who had broken into his home. But the biggest sellers in this new gun boom are small pistols designed to be carried when you leave home, like Sarah Beeland's brand new hot pink Ruger.
Do a lot of your friends have permits, have guns?
Quite a few of them do.
Yes.
Family too.
We get people from all walks of life, from all races, from all genders, and they all have the same common denominator. They're afraid, they want a gun to protect themselves. That's a huge story in itself. That tells you a lot about the nature of this country right now, the way we feel as a people, and most people are afraid.
A big beneficiary of this gun boom, gun manufacturers. The country's fourth biggest gun maker, Sturm Ruger, is based in Southport. In the first quarter of this year, they stopped taking new gun orders because they just couldn't make guns fast enough to fill them all.